Tara McKendrick of the Canadian Mental Health Association joins us now. Tara, the rapid response team is now expanding to Welland and Pelham as a pilot program. This is great news.
It is certainly great news. We know that the success of our mobile crisis rapid response teams in St. Catharines area and Niagara Falls area has shown great outcomes and positive experience. So the opportunity to bring it to Welland, Pelham, Fonthill area is certainly welcome.
What are some of those outcomes? What have you seen in those other 4 municipalities?
Yeah, so the Mobile Crisis Rapid Response is a partnership between Niagara Regional Police Service and Canadian Mental Health Association. And some of the better outcomes are, it is a co-response. We have a police officer and a social worker who are responding to 911 calls that are related to mental health and addictions. So this means they're responding to those 911 calls in the moment at the time that the crisis or the situation is happening. And that allows us to introduce mental health and addiction services at the scene, at the time that the person needs it most, and hopefully divert from hospital visits that are unnecessary or criminal justice involvement that isn't necessary. So some of those outcomes are crisis or safety planning at the scene, being able to connect to other resources in the community, and not needing higher levels of service that aren't necessary for the particular situation.
It de-escalates situations much more quickly and also make sure that it doesn't get to a point where force is needed.
Exactly. So our police partners are wonderful with the work that they do, and we need to identify where skill sets and we can use each other's strengths. So definitely an opportunity to de-escalate, and again connect with mental health and addiction services for those better outcomes and more positive experience.
How did it come about that you are now able to expand to 2 new areas?
Yeah, so in 2015, we started the St. Catharines team, and in 2021, we started the St. Catharines and Thorold team, and those are funded by the Ontario Ministry of Health through Ontario Health West. This pilot program in Welland area is through a policing grant. So our police partners were able to find an opportunity for this pilot project through the Solicitor General, I believe.
To me, it sounds like the police really believe in this and have really signed on to work with the mental health workers.
Yeah, and I think that's a result of seeing the positive outcomes and being able to support each other in our different areas of strength and expertise. But another part of the program is crisis intervention training. So that's providing cohorts of police officers with mental health and addictions crisis intervention training. And it's really about learning from each other and sharing our strengths and expertise in the appropriate way.
How many people will be on the team in Welland and Pelham?
So we do pair sorry, I have to look at my notes. So each team is a police officer and a social worker, and they'll be working Monday to Sunday between 12 p.m. And 12 a.m. So it'll be 7 days a week for 12-hour shifts in all areas.
And that's similar to what's being done in the other areas as well?
Exactly. Yes, it's the exact same service for the exact same operational hours, and we'll be able to collect the data to hopefully support continued permanent funding into the future.
Tara, is there a goal? Right now it looks like you're covering about half of the Niagara region. Is there a goal to make sure that this service is available in all 12 of the area municipalities?
That would be the dream, Mike, for sure. Because we've seen the positive and success from our service, but also hopefully we'll get the data from this pilot. The dream is to expand it to all areas and extended hours. So acknowledging that 7 days a week for 12 hours is still a gap even on those areas where the service is provided. So we would be looking for additional municipalities as well as expanded hours in the current municipalities.
Is the team in action already in the new location?
They are. So our Welland Fonthill teams went live on April 4th. So they are currently on the road and responding to 911 calls for mental health and addictions related concerns.
Great to hear. Thanks for joining us today, Tara, to fill us in on this.
Thank you so much. Take care, Mike.